Hey there, it's Jennifer. I am back at Michael's to see what else they've put out for Halloween. And look at these giant disco pieces here. These are probably, 2.5 feet tall on these. Now, this candy corn one is going to be $150, and same as this black and orange candy piece. They're really, really fun. Super, super sparkly. They put out some new wreaths here. So this is probably going to go with the Vintage Spirits collection. It's $100 though. I mean, so pricey. Definitely wait for the sales and use your coupons and your rewards, but cute little vintage pumpkins on there. You got the black and white, and of course the Halloween plaid is super cute. I really like it. It's really pretty, but $100, that is just way too steep for my budget. There's also this wreath here. This one is also going to be $100. Again, really, really cute. Really nice materials. The quality is definitely there, but the price is just too much for me. But, let me know what you guys think down below. And they're starting to put out the garland. There's a few here and there's a few on the other end of the aisle. This one is going to also have a matching wreath that we'll look at in a little bit, but this garland is $80, 6 feet long, and I love these little white ghosties on here. And so I can just kind of pull this out a little bit so you can see just how full one strand is going to be. So that's what that's going to look like. Super cute. And I do want to point out that these branches are going to be bendable. They have a nice solid wire in there if you need to wrap some additional ornaments in there or wrap it around to another garland or anything like that. Now this one is also 6 feet long. It's going to be $80, $79.99. We have some velvet flowers here, some big leaves, some other flowers, the cow lilies, the dark red and black, what do you call those? Hydrangeas. Some really pretty things here, some moths, lots of pretty things. And then this is on a thicker vine as well, and that's what one strand is going to look like there. They also put out a bunch of their little glass items and things. So this is a glass cloche here, and I want to get it so you can see the top there. There's a bat up at the top underneath. That is going to be $30 with the bat inside the cloche. Okay, this little greenhouse here is also going to be $30. The lid will open on that one so you can put things inside of it. So that's again $30. Then they have these smaller houses. I've got two different sizes. It does have an opening here so you can put whatever you want on the inside. That's $17. The smaller one is going to be $15. They brought the metallic pails back again. $30 for this, and it comes in this rustic orange color, and then it also comes in the black. There's also this foam diorama in the orange for $25, and this one also comes in the pink. And this is what was catching my eye. This is going to be $30 for the stagecoach looking piece here. Love the spider web detail on that, and that is cool. And then it's, how do you open it? Okay, you get the door on the back so you can put the things in that way. It has a little latch there, and then the little benches on the front. That is super, super cool. If you like to collect tiny little knickknacks or these miniature pieces here, this would be a nice little shelf to display. You can see with my hand, it's not that big. It's going to be $30 for that. They also have this cute little tray here with the spider web detail around it. The edging is metal, and then the bottom part is wood there, and that one was going to be $25 as well. This is a great everyday piece if you like to decorate spooky year-round. $30 for this metal riser with the bats. We also have this little mini bat arch for $13. Okay, and now the fun stuff with the little miniature houses. I love looking at these every year. There are always so much detail on here. We got the bouncy bat there on the side, the cat, the pumpkins, the crow, the ghost in the window, and this one is going to be $25. And these do light up but need batteries. They usually have, yes, detail on the back. Love it. This one is also going to light up. It is the little pumpkin house, is Witch's Welcome, has these skulls the brooms and the cauldron on the outside. Let's see what the back looks like. There's the back. Again, super, super cute. $25 for that one as well. This one is kind of becoming my favorite here, just standing here, this little tree dude with the pumpkins in the doorway. Okay, this little tree dude is also going to be $25. I love everything about him. He's just super, super cool. And that's what the back looks like. Again, a ton of detail on that one, perfect for any spooky village. And then this little classic haunted house is also going to be $25. And let's see, the back of this one is just plain. Then there's this one here, little cemetery archway. It's going to light up with the flames at the top here on both sides. And that one's $20. This is absolutely adorable, a ghost with a library inside of a tree that is too cute. I love the little tree stumps on the top, has a little bat there in the back, and then all the details on the spooky bookshelf. We got the apothecary bottles, the pumpkins, all the books. And on the bottom you've got the ghost with the spider webs and the jack-o'-lantern there. And that is what the back is going to look like. Okay, they have the orange Halloween spooky manor here. This one's going to be $30. And let me see, there's the side. The back is going to be plain. That's the other side. But that is cute, especially if you like to decorate in traditional black and orange colors. This is another traditional haunted house, but a little more plain looking, a little less, well, it's not shy of any detail, but it has less decoration on it. $30 for this one. And the back on this one is going to be pretty plain, but the bottom of it does have a nice mossy base. This is another one I wanted to see. This one's going to be $40. They did a witch hat like this last year, and I did end up getting that one last year. This one seems different to me. I don't remember mine having a tree on it here, which is kind of cool, and the open shutters and things like that. But it did have the dangling spider, which is always a winner in my book. I think that is really, really cool. That one's $40. And they do have all their miniatures out, at least at this location. I'm not going to go through all of them because that would just take way too long, but there's a few that I'll call out, like this crystal ball for $7. And this is really cute, the cat and the gold moon for $5. And this little book stack with the witch hat for $5. I also like the chandelier for $7. There's a pack of 2 little ghosties, one with the cat, one with, oh, they're both holding cats, different ghosts. $7 for those. There's also this ghostie with the umbrella and the cat for $7. There's this 3-tier cake for $7, and the little jack-o'-lantern with all the candy for $7, and this adorable little mouse dressed as a candy corn for $7. There's also these little vintage looking trick-or-treat bags for $5 a pack. And this one has to be my favorite for $10, the 3 little vintage buckets. They also brought out some black trees here. These are pre-lit. This one is going to be 2 feet tall. It comes in the bucket here, little planter for $50. This one is going to be smaller. This one is going to be $40. And how big is it? 1.5 feet on this one. Also comes in a little planter. And then the even smaller one here, this one is going to be $30, and it is 1 foot tall. And these are all pre-lit, but they will all need batteries. And then a more basic tinsel tree in black for $20. You have this one here, 22 inches tall on this one. It is not lit. There's some wreath hangers here. I love this one. It says go away, if you can see that. It's going to be $20. And then they have this one with the moon and the stars. That's going to be $10. This branchy wreath here is going to be $30. Great on its own, but also great for a DIY. They also have this metal piece here, the spider web and the spider. That's going to be $13. The metal crescent moon is going to be $13. This corner webbing piece is going to be $13. Great for any corner of a doorway. I think that is really cute. And they have some new propagation jars here. These are hanging plant ones. $15 for this one in the shape of the bat. They also have one for $15 in the shape of the cauldron. And there's this one here. It's just a square kind of shape around it. That's going to be the same price, I'm guessing. Yeah, 15 for that one too. These frames are really pretty. I think they had these last year as well. 25 for the coffin shape frame. I'm guessing the moon is going to be the same. Yeah, 25 for that one too. And this double crescent moon wreath form here is going to be 20. This branchy wreath form is going to be 40. It is pre-lit. There's no glitter on this. You know, put that on a neon sign on the screen or something. No glitter on this one, which is awesome. That is the way I roll. I don't like all the glitter. So that one is really, really cute. And here is the wreath that matched the garland we just looked at. This is going to be $70 for this wreath. And then there's this one here that's going to be $70 as well. And we got doormats. We got doormats at $30 for this. It lights up though. That's kind of cool. So does that make it worth $30? Maybe when it's on sale. Then there's this one here with the haunted house. It's going to look like that. It's going to light up as well. That's going to be $30. Then there's this one with the skull. That's going to be $20. This one with the dancing skeleton. We've been dying to see you. The dancing skeletons are going to be $20. Trick or treat with all of the jack-o'-lanterns are going to be $20 as well. For $30, they have this black cat here. It is a vase. It's open on the back there. It's just too high up and too heavy for me to pull down. Then they have the smaller one here. It'll be easier. The big one's going to have the same kind of opening, just, you know, bigger. This one's going to be $20 for the smaller one. This vase is really pretty. It's going to be $25. Again, a lot of these are year-round pieces for me. That'd be so pretty. Okay, they also have several different black vases. All the small ones are $10, and these two large ones are $30. These witch boots are really, really cool. Tons of detail on these. It's a pair of the boots that are like stuck together there. So that's what the two sides look like. It's a vase, so you're going to be able to put some faux florals in there. That's going to be $30 for those. And this, I'm guessing, is a planter as well. Yeah, and you can hang it on the wall. So that's kind of neat. And that's going to be $20. This one I think is really cool. It has the little ring at the top that you could hang the spider here, and then the opening on this side where you can put something. That's going to be $25 for the spider hanger. This book stack is going to be $25. It's also a vase. Goes all the way down to the bottom book there, Witch's Brew and Spooky Spells. Fairly sure she's a return from last year. She is also going to be a vase there. Has a nice wide opening. That's what the back looks like. Lots of detail on that veil. $30 for her. And then we have the anguished skull. This one is going to be a vase as well, and that's $20. And this one's kind of cool. It's kind of like a lantern. You can hang it from the ring up at the top. Put whatever you want in there, a candle, some faux greenery, $30 for that. Little pumpkin or skeleton, whatever you want to do in there. And they brought the creepy hanging baskets back again. So they have the skull in two sizes. This larger one is going to be $20, and it's kind of the top half of the jaw there on that one. Same design but smaller here for $15. And then the small one I'm seeing in black as well. Oh, and they have the larger one. And then they have the bat. They brought this back from last year. I actually got this one last year. It's $20 for the bat. And these are all planters as well. You can see you can put your faux greenery from that selection over there in here. And they have the crow. This is also a bring back from last year for $20. And these ones all have the chains on them to hang. And if you like to do the apothecary setup, they definitely have you covered. This one's going to be $17. These little bottles, $6 for the small one, $10 for the large. I'm guessing these will be the same prices. Yeah, $6 for the small, $10 for the large. And then these are glass, so you can put your own little globes together. $20 for the small, and $25 for the large. They also have some other propagation stations here. $20 for this one, kind of a cathedral look on that. That's pretty. And then this one is really nice too, kind of a curly Q like filigree spider web in the corner there. $15 for this one. There's 4 little tubes on it. This larger one is really nice. I think this is new for this year. The edges have the spider web. It's made of, it feels like wood on that one. 25 for this. And then there's this one. This one's super unique. This one's going to be 25 as well. You get 4 tubes on that one. There's another vase that we missed. This one's going to be $20. They brought the vultures back. That's awesome. These were so popular last year. These are going to be $26 for the vultures. I think he's super cool with all the different textures on here. Let me know. What do you think? Do you guys like the vulture? I think he's absolutely awesome. Also for 26, we have the owl here. Again, really, really cool. Very well done. And we have a couple of different crows here. $20 for either one of them. So you have this one here with the wings up like that, or $20 for this one here. They also have some super cool glass pieces that will go through as well. It's going to be $30. I love the glass on the edges here. I think that's really pretty. It's going to be similar textured glass on all the pieces that we're going to be looking at. So that also comes in a round, and that's also going to be $30. They have this 2-drawer glass jewelry box. There's 2 stacked on top of here. That's why it looks like there's more than 2 drawers. But 2 drawers on this one, also $30. And they have several little boxes here as well. They're mostly all $30. This one's off balance because it's off the shelf here. $30 for these. We have this shape here. We have the large heart-shaped one for $30. There's a smaller heart-shaped one for $25. There's this shape here is going to be $30. And then the coffin shape one, which is really cool, for $30. There's also your classic square one. It's a little bit smaller than the others, so that's going to be $25. They also have the glass coffin shape boxes that they've had for the last several years. The larger one's going to be $30 and the smaller one is going to be $20. I don't see any other sizes, at least not at the moment. Yeah, we saw versions of these frames hanging up, but these ones are more tabletop pieces. These are going to be $30 each. You got the coffin or the moon-shaped one to choose from. And then the cauldron. So we have the smaller cauldron are going to be $14. They come in the black and the green. Then there's this, I'm guessing it's the medium one, large. They're calling it the large one. It's going to be $20. I said that one was $15 and then $20, and that's the same size. And then we have this big black one here with the cutout on it and a drainage hole. It's a planter, so it has the cutout in the front. You can kind of see my hand through it there, but then there's a drainage hole on the bottom too, so you can work nicely as a planter. That is really cool. Remember in the last video we saw the silver disco and the black beaded one? They now have a blue and a pink in the beaded ones. You can kind of see the beads a lot easier on those. So that's what those are going to look like. So we got those options as well. $100 again for any of these. So the beaded one comes in black, pink, and blue. And then the disco one, they have one out of the box. So how cool is that? Super tiny little mirrors on it. Really, really cool. Again, $100 for that. They put a few more ornaments out. So we have the candy corns with the initials on them. Those are going to be $6 for those. They also have a witch hat tree that is pre-lit. Then it looks like it comes in multiple colors that it'll light up in. It says 3-year warranty. It's a 4-foot tree, multicolor lights on it. Comes apart in sections for storage. And yeah, 4 feet tall on that. No price here that I can see though. Most of this stuff isn't online yet, but if I can find it, I will put the price on the screen. And then they have the black Christmas tree here. That looks like it's flocked. One of you in the comments were wondering if Hobby Lobby was going to have a black flocked Christmas tree. It's here at Michael's if you're looking for it. There's no price on here, but again, if I can find it online, I'll put it on the screen. But not everything is online yet. They're still rolling things out. So that is cool. And is it pre-lit? It might be pre-lit because it has a connector here. So it may be pre-lit and I'm just not seeing the lights. The lights may actually be here and here, but they're covered in the black, so they blend in a little bit better. That's kind of neat. Kind of like that. So yeah, let's see if we can find out more about that, and I'll put it on the screen. Otherwise, maybe at our next trip, they'll have more signage and stuff out. Okay, this wreath is really pretty. It's gonna be $40. They call it the Black Twig and Ivy wreath. That's at the tag right there. That is super cute. It's not that big from the thorn piece itself. It's probably a 16-inch diameter, I'm guessing. And then some of this faux black greenery kind of dangles down as that droopy effect, which I think is just a really cool, pretty look. There's another pretty wreath here. This one's going to be $40. It's the Black Eucalyptus wreath. And then this one here is going to be $40 as well. It's the Black Cypress wreath. So if you do a spooky Christmas, this would be a good one for the holidays as well. And then they have just the black garland, which is awesome that they do this. So we got the Black Eucalyptus. This one is going to have that droopy effect on it as well. This is going to be 6 feet long, $30 for that. There's this Black Nandina garland here, 6 feet long. Again, it's going to have that droopy effect to it, and $30 for this one. The Black Cypress one is going to be $40, also 6 feet long. You're getting a lot of glare on here, so I feel like it's coming across as like dark gray, but I want you to be assured they are really black. Gosh, no matter what I do, it looks gray on camera to me. So hopefully it's coming across to you as black. These are true black colors. They also have this black cedar garland for 6 feet long, $40. This one has some wire to the branches. You're gonna need to do a lot of fluffing on this one. Apologize if my voice is a little off today. The dust that the garland and the florals gives triggers my allergies so bad, and every time I do one clip for you, I have a full-on coughing attack, so I apologize. This is going to be $22 for this pig here. Almost looks like baby's breath. Now, this eucalyptus one is going to be $15. It has more of a shine to the leaves than the other one does. Okay, this one is also going to be $15 with the fuchsia and the black florals. The black velvet roses are going to be $13. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Not even a half dozen. 5. You get 5. These dark red roses with the black on them are going to be $13. And these black and red roses are absolutely amazing. Also going to be $13 for those. Oh gosh, I wish I had a place to use those. Those are so pretty. I just don't decorate in this colorway for Halloween, but those are beautiful. Look how pretty they are all together. I think that's awesome. And for $15, we have this mixed bouquet here with the black and red flowers. There's also this bunch here for $15. I'm not sure what this is called, but I love the look of it. That's pretty cool. And there's a cypress stem here. Again, this would be great for Halloween and into the holidays if you do a spooky Christmas, a Gothmas. $15 for this one as well. Okay, this is really pretty for $15. And almost like it has little beads on it, like that skeleton we saw last trip here. I think that is really cool. They also have the black cypress glittered, and that's also going to be $15. The ticket is calling these a black grape leaf. That's also going to be $15. I do like the shape of this leaf and the texture on it. I think that is kind of cool. Gives a nice creepy vibe. And this black and green fern for $15. I think this would be great year round. Well, actually, any of this faux foliage here, if you are a spooky gal or guy and want some faux greenery but in black, I think this would be some great options. Now's the time to buy. Use the coupons, sign up for the rewards program, make sure you understand the rewards program and how that works. And yeah, I think these would be really great pieces to have year round. They also have a black lemon leaf pick for $15. And honestly, I mean, it kind of sounds like they're high prices, but if you go over to their regular floral department here or at Hobby Lobby or anywhere else where you go buy your florals, it's about the same price for the black versus your everyday green and colorful colors as well. So pretty comparable on those. These tiny little potted florals and succulents for $2 each. Those are great for little nooks and crannies. I've seen the little hydrangea ones in all black and the black and red. And then these little succulents just come in a variety of different styles here. And then those hydrangea ones in kind of a purpley color in the black and white. And some other floral options as well. They're all pretty, and those are all $2. They also have these smaller bundles of picks in a variety of different plants here. $2 for all these different picks as well. We've got the white, the black, the purple, the gray. You can kind of see the different variety of options. And that is going to do it for our walkthrough at Michael's today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hype the video really helps out the channel. And I will see you all in the next one.